Coming to you about recording at 0500 hours, 31 minutes, Friday, December 6th. I had a topic I wanted to talk about, but other things have came to my mind as I prepare for 2020. I don't have any resolves and resolutions or anything of that nature because it just has this. It's 365 days in 1 year. I know so far I'm going to be alive the next day, after that day. When I wake up today, I know I'm going to be alive today. So I know, excuse me. That's what's coming out. That's why I was talking funny. I know I'm going to be alive the next day. So as I do, I prepare myself for each day. Like I know if my rent due, I save the money for my rent. I know if I'm going to need food, the money I make, I put away, I leave in my account for food. Things of that nature. You see, is you're preparing. I'm not doing nothing major or nothing drastic as it's everyday part of life for things that I want, things that I'm going to need. Excuse me again. I don't know. So somebody talking about me, that's two. I'm just playing. And so I know I'm getting ready for the next part of my life, or the next part. You look at it. Tomorrow's a new day. Today, I'm not worried about tomorrow. I woke up. Things I've been to sleep. I'm a little older now, so I start saying, what do I have to do the next day? I have it planned out. I say this is what I'm gonna do, and work towards. Because sometimes I might need to build the energy up. Like if I'm going to a party, if I'm going to an open setting. If it's a setting, it depends on who's there. Is it family? Is it people I don't know? See, it's all things we do internally in our mind, but we don't really say it outward. That's what for 2020, as I said, I'm going to make a new channel. I'm going to turn it into like African Descendant Brotha series. And all I'm going to be doing is showing my day in my life of being a single African descendant man, because as I said, and if anything change, it's still going to be geared towards that. Because let's say I do meet a lady, she's going to be okay with what I'm doing. She's not going to be taking me away. Because you got to think about that. Why would you be with anybody, a friend, family, if they taking you away from your purpose? My purpose since 2000, but I actually asked for this purpose because I used to say, I called him God, quote unquote God, the creator. I want to take on a responsibility. I was saying it. I was saying, give me this responsibility. And I thought, and it was 2008, 2007, but 2008, definitely. I said, give me the mission. You know what the mission he gave me? The mission that the entity gave me? It's called community and unity. To unify. I said, wow. I started my mission. And then I had stopped. Because I said, wait, hold up. This is, now listen to me. Now, y'all think I talk, you all may think I talk a certain way or act a certain way. I said to myself, what the hell is wrong with I used to say my. So I'm just like, my same race. I said, we tripping. That's when I started noticing everything. And I started to think back. I said, what was the problem? Then I came on I'm not on social media, but I see it. I'm on it, but I'm not on there like everybody else. People is living their life on social media. I'm saying men getting their views off of social media, men acting off of social media, women getting their view. I'm saying to myself, this is not life. This still ain't, to me, I'm speaking in truth. But social media still is not life to me. This don't hold no weight on how my life goes. Just as those people that's doing those channels. They talking that talk, but outside of that talk, they're doing something totally different. I don't know, y'all be paying attention to. I see that. Like, as I say, I'm single. I didn't know, why would a married person be talking the talk they be talking about? Why would a person that's doing the opposite? I said, I'm literally talking about me being single. I'm really single. I really don't have a girlfriend. I'm really not out here cheating on women. I really don't have a whole bunch of women. I don't have no women right now. I don't have a female friend or even an associate. I'm on the zero right now. I had one, but it's like we faded away because she's going to get married or she got a guy and it got serious and we were just really just friends. We was to collaborate information and I'm cool with it. It fades away. Just as you retire, I'm cool. But you move on to bigger and better and that's what I have. So I want to open my life and show single African descendant men like how to be self-sufficient. Like here's some topic: being self-sufficient without the woman, or being self-sufficient without the support. If we can put it in better words. And see, instead of saying being self-sufficient without the woman, I said be self-sufficient without support. Showing you that it's hard to say it. I did everything I can do to have that best job, to start a business. I've done business ventures. I went 2 years putting more money into a business venture. People are like, oh, you didn't wait long enough. Well, I don't know how much I was supposed to wait. That was what got me to, and I had to be honest. That's what got me to being homeless. Imagine if I had just, and I want to show you because we also talk about rich people. We listen to rich people. Well, they're not telling me what not to do. I want to tell you, brothers, don't save your money first and allow things to manifest and to happen. Then start, if I didn't have, put it this way, I didn't even have I don't want to say the wherewithal or even the monies. I could say I didn't have, put it this way, I didn't have the monies to sustain a 2-year business of that magnitude. To make sure my volume was up, and I had to pay for it myself every month. Because that's what you should. I was investing in myself, so I had to invest in products. I had to invest in the things that I needed for the business. So how did I get whether I had a car or not? It was even cheaper without a car to get to a destination. I had to always have $20 to $60 in my pocket, which is cool. I was doing that, but after a while, if you look at and I don't care what nobody say, I invested in myself, and there is a time when you invest in yourself when things become a loss. I lost out that money. Just as I was talking to a lady, her husband passed away. She had a house. She was paying so much money on it. I told her, I went through this, but she had a house. So the Spirit showed me, okay, she kept talking about it to me. And you keep talking about things, the Spirit, because you're a part of my life. Now you say the universe talked to you. If I keep asking the universe, the Spirit to show me, or somebody keep mentioning it, the Spirit gonna talk to me because I'm quiet. And that's the greatest thing about what the Creator said. I'd rather for you. I remember it was Paul or Saul, but even in any religion, any aspect of faith, he said, I'd rather for you to be single. He didn't say be alone. He said single. See, when you single, there's nothing really blocking you off from getting what you need. But while you're single, prepare yourself for this. So just in case you're not single, now, if you haven't prepared yourself, I think this is funny when I always hear somebody say, "Oh, I'm not looking for a relationship," and I'm saying someone because it could be man or woman, but I mainly hear females say this. I'm not looking for no one. I'm waiting on preparing myself. But then next thing you know, they're in a relationship, and I spoke to a lady. I said, "Why didn't we?" She said at the time you wasn't. She didn't say patient. She said you wouldn't wait or something of that nature. I'm just going to chalk it up and say patient. Maybe that was the word she was trying to use, but she didn't use that word. And then I asked her, at the time I asked her, what did she need? And this is another thing I want to speak about. Probably one of the topics out of this. It's going to be 52 weeks. I want to do 52 topics. Last year, I didn't say it. That was my first try, though. See, I didn't know how to angle things off and make sure. See how I'm going to get. Now, this year, watch. Now, I'm not being funny. Let's say I don't 52 weeks. What if I at least do 38 weeks? See, last year, I only did about 10 weeks. But it was not in order. I didn't say week 1 topic or the main topic. I'm going to pick week 1, week 2, week 3. I probably did that one time. But I had 20 topics. But I didn't mention what was the main topic. See what I'm saying? Next year, now, And even starting now, because I want to start at 52. So January 1st, the first week of January, I want to make sure I stick to the 52 weeks. See what I'm saying? How I'm going to hold myself now accountable. Now, when I do these things, like if I say I'm going to do this, so if 1 week I'm doing it, I got a whole week now to prepare for the next one, which I already had, but I'm just saying, I'm giving you an example of like self-sufficient. Being able to recognize, that's another one I want to do as a single African Descendant American man. Think times have changed. Women, they can have their houses and homes, but they still want to be taken care of. That's a double pleandre, whatever. But I was a single man, how you can guard and protect yourself when you trying to date women. To me, here's one example. As I'm going to I'm going to guide and nurture my daughter and lead her into great and challenge her. I would never tell my daughter to make a man pay for anything. And it's not a shiver. I won't tell because it started at birth. I don't want to teach a guy and nurture and foster. I don't want to nurture, foster, and breed that to my daughter, and especially my son. My son how to treat women, and my daughter how she should be treated. And my son and daughter, you're not deserving or entitled. The only person and the only thing on this earth that you are deserving and entitled to, and I would say this to parents, you're only entitled by your parents. If your mother, if you love getting fruit chopped up, your favorite fruits, and sitting in your room when you come from school, it's 5 in the afternoon before dinner, only your mother and father would pretty much know that because that's your mother and father. Because when I hear people say, she should know what to do, no, they don't. They don't know you. So by them not knowing you, I'm gonna tell my son and my daughter, don't expect nothing from nobody. Now, if a person out of their mouth say, I want to be with you, I love you, think let's build together. It's got to come out of their mouth before now. I'm gonna say, son, now this is what you do. This time now you can start incorporating into your life. But I'm gonna tell my son, especially my daughter, if you're going out with somebody, you're no longer single. Now, how we say it and how we do it is, and I don't have children. And let's say if and I want to talk about that with you, man. I might never have a child. I'm not giving up. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm not saying, oh man, I'm being negative. I'm not manifesting the universe. I'm not doing the positive energies. I'm not saying that at all. I still have to be, I'm 37 without a child. So is that not my reality? So I want to deal with, maybe do a series too. Add on another series. Is this not my reality? That's my reality. If let's say I work in retail or call center around African Descendant women, I can see they don't want to work with me. That goes back to the support. You gotta do what's best. Like we say, do what's best for you, and then don't intertwine. And then even don't intertwine yourself with the same race woman that don't want to be around you. And then in the same race women, if they pay attention, which I'm gonna tie with, hope that they do, since they don't want to be with me, I can explain to them why do you if the same race woman says she never dated her same race and think I'm disgusting and all these different harsh mean words and disdain for me, hate me, why would she want my energy in her presence? Why would she want my help? Don't look for as I say in men, I would say, don't look for help from a woman. If I'm 37, I don't have a woman saying, it's a white woman. It's crazy. That's another thing. I had 3 white women that calls me and say, I'm going, that one there near me, she was like, you going to the store? I'm going to the store. You want to go? I had an African descendant neighbor, and it seemed like she was cool, but she was never that cool. Don't matter how cool I was with her. I'm not looking for a reward, but sometimes, man, I'm not into no white woman. I'm sorry, I'm not attracted to her at all. I'm not attracted to none of these white women, these 3 white women, and even that Chinese Asian woman I was telling you about. I'm not attracted to them at all. They know that. I speak my black strength. I want to say black power. I speak my black strength around them, and they find it interesting. And then when they hear me talk, they don't say, "Oh, you racist," or "It sounds like you hate women." It just sounds like you know what you're looking for. They say that's good. I remember an older woman said, I'm in nursing," and she said, "Why are you single?" So I said, I only love my race for some reason. I can't phantom. I don't even. I find beauty. I said, your daughter. She kept mentioning her daughter. I said, she beautiful, but and I don't know what it is. I said, I'm not attracted to her. Even recently, the lady, her daughter right there, her daughter pretty as ever, white lady, and I was nurse. So like, here's my daughter. Nice to like her daughter. Good to meet you. It's like her daughter wanted to talk to me. In my mind, I'm not attracted to her. I'm not really attracted to her. And like this year, I met her. It's pretty tall, statuesque white girl. She got naked and it was like pink. I don't want pink nipples. That was such as unattractive to me, and I didn't have sex with her. I didn't kiss her or nothing. Not attracted to her. She was attracted to me. But that's what I want to talk to the men about. What is your attraction? Go for your attraction. And if your attraction to what you're attracted to don't want you, cool. You might have to travel. You might have to go to another city. I've been to Alabama once. I ain't go once. And then I look at social media, I see the Alabama women I was going to say delicious. Sorry, women are delicious. Beautiful, statuesque, even on the YouTube channels. These women are in the South. And where I'm at, I make a decent amount of money a month. There's no way you turn her down a guy that works, that got skill. It's as I live in the north. I live in Buffalo, New York. It's cold. And you got to see the dudes they mess with. And then other things, man, if you paying for sex, I started paying attention to who these women, not paying for sex, well, I'll say that, whatever. I was thinking about something else. I was going to go somewhere else, but I ain't going to go there with that. I started thinking about, and it started mattering, who the woman, this is another topic that is good to show my son. Pay attention to the type of guy she desires. She's admiring, quote unquote, like. That's very informative of how she will treat you and talk to you and be around you. I had a woman, she said all these good, positive African Descendant features, imagery, but then I looked at her boyfriend, her last two boyfriends. She was in the Air Force. She was with hood dudes. And the side, so she was from Rochester, and it's two sides. There's the east side and the west side. You know, as in the city we have, and it's two sides. And by her being like two sides, she was choosing the side that where all the African descendant males, and you can tell the difference when you drive through Rochester. You can tell the west side is the good side. It's not even like suburby or bougie. It's just the good side. It's clean. It was the east side was not clean. It was a big difference. You can see the Arab corner stores. As you can see in my city, you can tell which part of the city. We got so many sections of the city. It looks so different. But Rochester was so small, per se, you could see the side. But she was she was from the west side, dating all the dudes from the east side. So got with me, I was almost where I live is like the west side, but my action, and that's why I said to the woman, not her, said she only like hood dudes and tough type of dudes and all of this stuff. I said, well, them type of guys you admire, quote unquote, like, it was my neighbors for 17 years. I said, we were born in the same area, basically, as I said in my last recording. So we got to think about, brother, you got to start thinking about who you giving your time and energy to, supporting you without support. And this is the hardest journey, when you think your family on your side. And it's not to diss your family, because your family got to go through the same things as you. This is what I want to put out there. I don't diss my family. I love my family. I thank them for helping me. But I still don't have the support I need. And there's nothing wrong with that, because they don't know how to do that. And I want to talk about how we can kind of guide and challenge the next generation of saying, hey, you want to help one day, and people say, how far would you go? I'll give this brother a couple dollars. I'll go with this brother. I'll hang out with I done it. I hang out to interview, and I do so much to the far as I can go. Because you got to remember this part. you're using a lot of your energy. You're helping someone that pretty much can't help you at the time. Only maybe if you need them to help you with your sink but if I live in an apartment, I don't have my own house, so I can't call that brother or sister over to do things because it's not a house that I can call the maintenance people. See what I'm saying? So there's no, unless they invite you to a party or give you back the energy, they say thank you, even a pat on the back. But then they say, what if they don't say thank you? What if they don't have the chance to say thank you? That energy don't, and we don't want to talk about this, but this is real to me. And I noticed this because I remember I was working a job. It was called UTEC, not channel source, right? That's the discussion. UTEC, waste basement waterproofing. One day the guy that come out to the jobs was talking to me, and he said something. He told me I work I work harder, but not my hardest. I know what he meant, but then I don't know what he mean because I was working my hardest, above and beyond. It's Wednesday, and we was digging on. When you dig, that's a lot of energy out of you. And I'm trying to eat. I was eating healthier now and getting the food. And but when your body change over, I lost a lot of weight doing that job. Woo! Then riding my bike, oh man, you lose weight. I was sweating, burning off the calories. You I was looking. I had no nothing. I didn't need a six pack, but my stomach was where I didn't worry about having upper body chest, like that square chest or how that muscle part look, because I never had that in my whole life. I said if I get it, I'll get it one day. And I started to love. That was another thing. Start loving me for who I am. See, brothers, they don't talk about it. Now I'm gonna be open with you. I'm not no weak man by far, but brother, it's okay that you don't love you as you is. And they had to learn. My name is Otha. I had to learn to love my name. I'm going to go over that and things of that nature. I had to learn and love. I had to learn how to love me. See, women don't think about that. Or some men don't. Because some men don't visualize it and they don't verbalize it. So they verbiage and they visualization, it's not thinking about that. So I had to learn how to do those things. I can't recall where I was going with that one, but just so those things I want, and it's gonna come back to me, and I'm gonna use that in one of my recordings, and that's what I want to go over, brothers, for the 2020, the African Descendant Man. That's now how they say it on the world, but even to you, I feel as I'm and I finally the word came to me, and I said I don't feel ashamed. What happened to the unsuccessful African Descendant Man? People will talk about you fail, you get back up. You don't fall, you stumble. It was a thing that was, Spirit gave to me. She's like, you don't fall. No, you didn't fall. You just stumbled a little bit. You forgot, or you didn't recall, or you didn't remember, same as forgot, who you are. What was your focus, your purpose, your mission and position? And I have an understanding of a little bit, brother, how you can stay on your path, what you have to do, so you don't be caught off course. Because it's easy. Because the easiest way to remember it, if you're talking to any person, is this person aligning to your path? And if you going out doing things, is this part of your path? If this going to be helpful, intuitive, this is going to work exclusively for your path? It's not. Now here's the strong part. Now, I'm not saying you have an addiction, because it's similar to an addiction. It's a behavioral problem or a pattern or habit that you don't want or you don't want to see. You got to say, how do I expel this habit? And let's talk about that. And I hopefully more brothers, and I'm going to go, maybe it's going to help too. I'm going to go to the library and I got to get me a laptop. That's my one thing, is I get me a laptop. I could go live. It seemed like when I used to go live, more people was intertwined and we was interacting. And now that I can base my channel from YouTube to all these other streaming places that allow me to stream, to allow people on the panel, we can all talk. And I can finally start reaching the masses. Then I can go outside of that and I can go making seminars that's cost $0. I don't want you to pay. I want brothers to come and we can go city to city. I don't care about a brother not having or we don't build enough. We build. I want to build brothers. Let's start. Let's call 2020. I'm stating forward. This I declare, I decree, we manifest it in the name of the Creator, the universe, the energy, our frequency, our order, our propaganda, our agenda is 2020 is the year of the building of brothers. Do we touch and agree, brothers? I hope we touch and agree. Let's finalize that now. We don't wait until the New Year's. I am resolve. And brothers, just before I end in this recording, here are some things. If you want to do, even my sisters, this is what we should do. I want you, brothers, to think about some things that about you can make better. Think about them. Write them down. What are some things you can make better about you? Okay? And when you write these down, now you know if somebody addicted to alcohol, that usually the symptoms are after effect is abandonment, abuse, or the person not really caring about what's going on. Now, since you want to make those things better, write down things you do. Like, so as I'm gonna lower my bill, my light bill. So now you have enough of what are things. Write down the things you think you do. Because you got to do is identify. So we gonna be building, brothers. We gotta identify. Now that's on the inside analyzation. I'm gonna do the inside analyzation. That's the outside analyzation. Helping your brother. What are things you do when you walk past your brother? So you don't think about that. What is your energy about your brother? Not all brothers are down for you. Not all brothers got to go but we gonna help each other. Because if I have a right hand man and a left hand man, let's say my left hand man know the guy that's not really I watered them. And the guy that I know on my left hand or even my right hand might know that guy, and they plant a seed. See how I watered it? It wasn't it ain't no seed. No, I don't need the seed. I watered it. Now you're gonna plant the seed. That seed gonna soak up everything around. So when that young man wow, he gonna soak up what he said. See, I might not be, I don't care, and I learned this about a leader. A leader is not always the leader. Let me say that again. The leader is not always the leader. Your right hand man or left hand man is the leader, but that don't mean you have to stand. It's not saying you don't have to lead. That don't mean you have to be in the first. You don't have to be the person that they see. Just think about Brother Martin. Brother Martin has some good brothers around him. You seen Brother Martin and Brother Malcolm, Dr. Martin Luther King, Brother Martin, and the Honorable Malcolm, Brother Malcolm, they was in front, but they had brothers around them. Even when you watch that movie, he asked the brother, what you want, what you really want to do. And he didn't have a gun. They didn't walk around with guns. They were just powerful. But we gonna have so when we do stand, we not gonna have guns, but we gonna have guns. We gonna have weapons that can defend us. I'm not saying we're not gonna have a gun. No, nobody's gonna have a gun on them, but them gonna be well-trained gentlemen. Those not gonna be the guys that shoot first, ask question later. See, be like, oh, you're gonna die. No. If we go into Brother Malcolm mode, watch, we gonna build. Watch, I have a vision. I have dreams, brothers. It's gonna look beautiful. I'm 37, and if the creators if I don't get killed or die or I'll get blown up or hurt to the point where I can, even if I get hurt and I can still walk and talk, I'm 37. I got, let's start me at 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. That's 40 years, brother. That's a long time. It's short, but it's long. So what I say unto us, I say unto all, it's our path, it's our journey. We are brothers. We are standing together on our road, our path. And we're going to make wiser and better choices, brothers, starting today. Just declare and decree, we start today. We become brothers, alliance to the brothers that want to be a part of us and the sisters that want to stand with us. So we go forward and If brothers and sisters that don't want to be included, if they won't, that's okay. I'm not downing them. I don't have nothing bad to say to them. That's on them. So we gonna do our peace, our quote unquote peace, our tranquility. We gonna prosper and we gonna move forward. Halom, shalom.